We want to give you some context this afternoon on just how helpful your donations are. Joining us this afternoon, Max Levitt, the CEO of Leveling the Playing Field, because we're going to be doing something different for this recycle event, not just taking paper, not just taking electronics. Tell us about your organization. You take used sporting equipment.
Yeah, so the nonprofit, it's called Leveling the Playing Field. Best way to think of us is we are essentially a food bank for sports equipment. So what we do is collect all of that equipment that's sitting in your garage, collecting dust, your kid outgrew it, started a new sport, whatever the reason is, and we redistribute that at no cost to kids in more under-resourced communities. The cost of sports equipment is really high.
Yeah.
When it comes to specific equipment, is there something that you're looking for at the moment that if people are at home saying, hey, we got a lot of sports equipment, but what do you need?
We will take anything. We will literally take anything that is sports or recreation based. We always need footballs, soccer balls, basketballs, tennis rackets, baseball bats, baseball gloves, really anything we need. If you have it in your garage, bring it to us.
I love getting the opportunity to talk to you. You and I have done a story before about your organization and what you do. I did a story at a recycling location in Linthicum before, and they were like, look, people are throwing bowling balls, soccer balls in their recycling, they're wish cycling it, right? That stuff is not recyclable, right? So what it is that you do is helping all of these folks, and you're just getting bigger. I mean, 10 years you've been doing this now.
Yeah, I mean, look, anybody who played sports growing up, whether you did it or your kids played sports growing up, can understand how important it is that kids have access to sports, right? For me growing up, I don't know what I would have done during my entire childhood if it wasn't for having access to sports. And what we're trying to do is make sure that the cost of sports equipment is not a financial barrier for so many of those kids who want to play. Because currently, so many families go to the store, they look at how much it's going to cost, and they can't put their kid in Little League or youth soccer. So we're trying to make sure that that is not a problem. And the truth is that there's more than enough of that equipment sitting around in garages, sometimes 1 or 2 zip codes over from that family who can't get their kid on the playing field.
Well, I wanted to talk about that moment too. Like, you know, as a parent, maybe you think of this point where your kid comes to you and says, I want to play lacrosse. And you're like, yes, I support this. And then you go, how am I going to pay for that?
Right.
And so what's it like when you see parents or kids even coming to you and saying like, hey, look what I found or look what I have?
You know, for the parent, it is an impactful moment when they realize that the cost of equipment is not going to be a barrier for their kid. Because what parent isn't going to want to say yes when their son or daughter comes home and says, I want to play soccer, I want to join the tennis team? That's such an amazing thing for your kid to do. It's just nothing but positive in so many ways. And so a parent, that's a lot of stress to tell your kid, I'm sorry, I can't put you into baseball this year, it's too expensive. That's a lot of guilt for a lot of parents. There's no dignity in that. And so when you're able to overcome that barrier for a family, the parents, you know, their reaction really does say it all, and we fortunately get to see it all the time.
So Max, finally, real quick, we've been talking about the donation end. Let's talk about the receiving end.
Sure.
Folks that are in need, how can they get a hold of your organization?
Yeah, going to our website, www.levelingtheplayingfield.org. If you want to volunteer in our warehouse, donate equipment, if you're in need of equipment, or you just want to support us in some way or just learn about the work we do, social media is another great way to keep track of what our organization does.
Okay, it's good to partner with you. We're excited.
Yeah, we'll have
Thank
that web address up on our site as well, and Simone and I will put it out on our Twitter, Max Levitt with Level the Playing Field. Appreciate you coming in.
Thanks very much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
thanks for partnering with us.
All right.